We're powering through. Cross your fingers. Oh my god. 559. Oh, wow. Hey there, and welcome back to Restless Nights, where we're gonna honestly do something a bit different than what I was originally planning, because it seems like all the notes that you need to get right for the additional night, basically, are locked per night, basically. So one note for night one, night two, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so on and so forth. And since I am missing two, I cannot really make any more progress besides doing custom night. And while there is no night select mode, I can just reset my progress here, which is what we're going to do. Honestly, I don't mind doing that. I'm so glad I still get to keep my star at least. But in general, I think it would be good to have a night select mode just so you don't have to replay through the game again from scratch, just to in case if you missed like one note. With that said, we already know what to do, so I'm going to really go through this pretty quickly. Now, the main thing is I need to remember where the notes are. What I'm going to do from now on is search every area for the notes, and then I can, progress forward. So basically, what I should, honestly, that's what I should have done from the very beginning. Like, alright, so our night has now begun. So I'm pretty much going to just, wait. I didn't want to get interrupted. Basically, I'm just going to play through the whole game again, making sure that I actually get the notes every night this time. I'm pretty much just going to utilize the tutorial segment of each night to find the notes, which I should have done from the very start, honestly. Especially once I found out that there were notes, but either way, we gotta make do with what we got here. Oh, there we go. That's one note down. Now I just gotta find this guy. So far, my main criticism is the fact that if you miss a note, you pretty much have to start the game over again from scratch. I think a night select option would definitely be great for something like this, especially if you're hunting for additional endings, so that you don't have to play through the whole night again, or the whole 7 nights again. Now I'm trying to remember. Like, I'm probably not gonna remember where all the notes are, so I'm just gonna check everywhere carefully. Make sure it's not even just notes. Not like always gonna be scraps of paper. I mean, honestly, the lights really trivialize that mechanic. I love it. Bingo. Okay. One thing that I do understand now more than anything is that you don't need to get rid of everyone before going to bed. From what I understand, the main intruder that you have to be there's three threats that force you to deal with them before you go to sleep: the candles, the windows, and the intruder. Everyone else, like the one that you have to blind or the one that you have to flee from, you can ignore them, or corpse in the bedroom. You can ignore all three of them for the entire night, technically, because they are not going to attack you when you're sleeping. They only attack when you're awake and moving around the house. There we go. See, and just like that, I can go back to sleep. I don't have to look for the other one. Now, one thing I am curious about the candles, the idea that you have to, make sure all the candles are off. I'm guessing how that threat works. When you go to sleep, the candles slowly light one by one. So as long as you manage to keep most of them off, you should be good. I don't think it's a matter of like if even one candle is still lit, you're screwed. Also, there was a recent patch since the last video that addressed, I think, an issue, or not an issue, but like it was a quality of life update where I think there's two enemies that no longer can attack in the same room. I forget which ones they were though, because I wasn't familiar with the names of the threats at the time, or well, I'm not aware of them now either. So either way, it seems like there's like two threats that can no longer attack in the same room together. I'm not sure if that has to do with like the intruder and maybe the hunter. Yeah, this cuts down on the time so much. I was pretty much like I was being super careful during my first playthrough, where I was just like, get rid of everything, which kind of, just kind of backfires in that sense because you kind of also open yourself up to a bigger risk of just failing tonight by forcing yourself to go after everything. But yeah, based like back to like the story part a little bit here. It said that we were looking for a vessel. My DNA was a match, but they needed a female. So if this is the same person, so we cracked the code. We were looking for a vessel. They needed a female. That part is still a bit confusing for me. Oh, they brought the lights. That's right. The lights are active here, so I can actually look around for that thing. Okay. I don't think the note's gonna be outside, but I'll check just in case. I should not have done that. I should have waited. I keep forgetting that they can wait outside too. Bingo. Okay. So like in this case, I still only have to worry about the intruder. That's why like whenever I was like playing through the game, the first video, right, I was always like trying to keep track of how many threats I dealt with because I thought you had to deal with all of them. But here it's just like just look for the intruder and make sure candles and windows are mostly good. Windows are more important, I would say. And there we go. Next night. So again, story review here. They needed a vessel, or no, we cracked the code. We found the vessel. They needed a woman that had similar DNA to ours, which again points to a sibling or someone, a close relation sibling, maybe daughter even. I pleaded, but there's no bartering with devils, so it looks like whoever needed the female in this case, obviously we didn't want to give her up, but we kind of had to, or well, quote unquote had to. Now we have to start keeping our windows closed, so now we have to start visiting all the areas. Okay, yeah, so on Thursday there's something in the basement, and I just gotta close this one. Because he's actually out here, I think. Oh no, actually I don't think he shows up at all. I think it's just like telling you, make sure to keep everything closed. I do know about this. I did see this in the trailer, actually, after I made the first video. And we found ourselves a lab. Okay, I was not exactly intending to do this. Pixon. Clearance level 8. Oh no, Pizon. Oh my god. For authorized eyes only, unauthorized use of this database will result in prosecution of the law to the furthest extent. But this is our lab, because it's our home. So let's see here. Welcome Dr. Rudy to the Python database. Type on the keyboard to search for files in the database to learn more. Use the scroll wheel to go up and down on pages. Some files may have locked or have hidden information based on clearance level. Contact your security administrator if you require additional access to specific files. Press escape to return to the welcome screen and escape again to exit from the database. If you believe a file contains inaccurate or has missing information, contact your security administrator for editing permissions on the specified document. So this is what they mean. Something like this. But that means there has to be something that I know to search up, right? So I guess in this case, the highlighted words are a way to figure out what to, like, search up. Like clearance level. So in our case, we have clearance level 8. Clearance level 8 is awarded to those who have proven their skills and talents. If you ever make it to this level, and we are glad to have you working for us, along with receiving clearance level 8, you have been given access to certain permissions and more lenient restrictions on what you can do with our facilities. Continue to break the boundaries of science, we're counting on you. So we have top level clearance, I guess. Maybe? Because clearance level 9 is for research members, and clearance level 10 is essential non-contract personnel. Okay, I'm gonna avoid looking into this for now because I kind of want to do that after I look into the notes. But you can see the intruder on the wall there and someone in that vat. Okay, hold on. I didn't mean to do this again. Okay, we're definitely investigating that later. Now, besides that, I don't think I missed anything. So, I mean, yeah, I did get the note, so time to go to bed. Okay. So remember the rules. We're going only for the window areas. If we don't find the intruder by then, that's a different story. But also remember, any room I do visit, I need to shine the light before I do anything else. The thing is, I can't keep my eyes closed for too long, even after the intruder makes their sound cue, because the windows are still being opened. That's actually one of the things I do like about this game. Even you have threats that are gonna be moving around and doing stuff that you need to watch out for, like the windows and the candles. But the intruder sound cue is pretty much a good way of like letting you know, like, okay, it's time to wake up and deal with everyone at once. You don't have to kind of like if the intruder sound cue didn't exist, let's say the intruder wasn't even an enemy, or if they were implemented differently so that you don't listen for their sound cue, you'd kind of go paranoid about how long you can go to sleep before they open the window, right? The intruder shows up often enough so that you'll always be able to deal with the windows and the candles before it gets too risky. Technically speaking, because of the intruder, it's almost impossible, I think, for the windows and the candles to get you as long as you do their mechanics right. Alright. I'm kind of like showing. I don't know how I'm gonna have this edited. I'm probably gonna like have each night very condensed, obviously, since we've already done this. But I kind of just want to like, because I'm like retackling the story, like trying to like get a second grasp at it. We escaped, but only I returned. So, but the sounds of that makes it seem as though, even though we didn't want to, like, we know that whoever we were collaborating with, one way or another, right? They wanted. I think sister's probably like the best way of putting it. I doubt it's our daughter. So we're gonna say sister for now because it's the only way to really reconcile the idea that they needed our DNA, but they needed a female, which means the closest relative would be our sister in that case. So we know that they wanted our sister. We tried to plead with whoever wants our sister, but they were like devils, as they said, right? Or as we said, I suppose. And I'm guessing they didn't, they were not willing to give her up. So I'm guessing what happened is we escape, and something happened where we killed our sister just so we don't give them to these devils or something. Which is a bit weird because obviously our sister seems vengeful against us. Assuming that is our sister and not just like another monster created out of our own guilt. Again, I mean, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. But now we gotta look for. Oh wait, that's right. I gotta look for the note. But I do not want to enter the bedroom. As long as I don't enter the bedroom, I'll be fine. That is also the interesting thing, right? Even though she's in the bedroom, she's not guaranteed to spawn in that room. Now, is the next clue... Well, no, there was already a clue in the basement here, right? So where was... Because this is night... Is this night... This is night 5. Because night 6 adds the candles and night 7 adds the hunter. So where is this? I think this was the clue that I was missing. Oh, wait, no. There it is. There it is. Damn it. Wait, is that it? Wait. Oh. Oh, wait, no, it is. There we go. I just have to angle it a bit there. Okay. Of course, there is the caveat that since I do have to shut the windows, I am always going to have to run into the corpse. Like, there's no way to really avoid the corpse. I have to get lucky, basically. Oh, there was a window. Shoot. Alright. Okay, 12:46, so don't let it get past 3. Wait, oh, I never found him. I never found him. Oh my god. 1 o'clock again. Or 1:30. Yeah, we got it. Too late, huh? Not gonna lie, that was... I mean, I don't even... Did I forget a window? Or maybe they were just that quick. Sometimes you gotta be careful. I was blinded by my efforts and lost my stability. I would have thought at one point. Wait, what's that? Oh, I thought there was. Oh, it is! Oh my god. I was not saying, like, I saw it. Oh, I thought that the Bloody Monsters wasn't gonna let me get it. Okay. Okay. Blow out the candles. So, one thing that is a bit interesting is that for some reason on this night, the TV's on, but it's not on most of the other nights. I wonder why they did that. There's like a figure. Oh, that's gonna be so hard to point out. I don't know if you can see it, especially after like compression from YouTube and all that. But maybe I can try and like get a zoom in on it. But it looks like there's a little silhouette right here, a little white silhouette. Now I'm wondering if that's why the TV's on. If this silhouette gets closer, the longer the candles are on. That's gonna be my guess. Oh, that's a new pose. I don't think I've ever seen him there. We're powering through. Cross your fingers. Oh my god. 5:59. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh my god, for a second I saw something move. I think it was because of the door. It scared the hell out of me a little bit there. I was like, what the hell was that? I thought I messed something up or saw something that you don't normally see. But we're fine. And I actually closed that one window. I almost forgot about it. No, he isn't. Oh my, I didn't check. Oh my, what, I'm a moron. Why'd I do that? Huh. Look, the figurine. It's gotten bigger now. Now it makes me wonder if that figurine moves during the night. At least now you can actually see the silhouette there. But now, okay, so now I know it has to be in the hallway. Okay. So now we're finally back to the last night. Let's start the ride one last time. See, when the TV gets like that, I wonder why. Why? Is that like just random, or is that because I slept for too long? Either way, he's still outside. That's great. Come on, quickly. The good thing about him being outside is that like, she tends to, like, so far she's been in these rooms. Almost forgot that hallway. I keep forgetting you could technically pass him here. I was about to say, I literally see you. I accidentally skipped a room, and so it made me worried. Okay, everything's closed now. Oh my god, I'm risking it. Screw it. Okay, we did it. That was a dangerous risk to make. That was a dangerous risk to make. Generally, I would say, like, you might have, like, after the sound cue, you may have another, like, 30 to 45 in-game minutes before you're screwed. You don't really get another hour. I will see her again no matter the cost. So yeah, this is all about who I keep saying is our sister. You can't... Oh, this is new. You can't win. Oh, is this the... Wait. This is the bonus night. Shoot. Okay. I'm gonna... I don't know if they introduced anything. So this is new territory now. I don't know how long the video is up to this point. I know how much it is, like, raw footage-wise. We've been here a while. I think I've been recording for about an hour and 20 so far. Yes, there are 7 nights in total. Collecting all of them gets you the 8th night here. But I'll just look around anyway, in case there's another enemy they decide to add. Alright, let's do this. Where's the... I don't think... I've barely seen him in this room. Okay, that's 2 down. All I have to worry about now is the sound. The sound one. I guess both of the sound ones, technically. Be that. Are they in the bedroom? Please don't be in the bedroom. Oh my god, they're in the bedroom. It's not good. That's not good. We're gonna have to really be careful here. Well, hold on. I got the... Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Let's give it 15 minutes. Okay. I'm hoping by now they moved. See, when you do things like this gets a little concerning. Because I then have to, like, remember... Sorry, I don't know, I have to make sure I don't forget anything after doing a short sleep cycle like that. Okay. So, all three of them should be gone. Well, actually, no, the one with the lights, oh, but the one with the flashlight might be around again. Shoot. See, that's what I'm saying, like... This is gonna get tough now. Alright. Huh, it doesn't look like it's flooding anymore down here. I'm trying to see where are they? Oh, are they in that room? Oh my god, did they really switch one room from... It just opened that room. Wait, hold on. Wait, where is he? The hell? Oh, great. Oh, there you are. Thank you. Wait, so where the hell... Where did the hunter go? Are they just out there? You know what? Just keep an eye out for the intruder. Or ear out. See, that's what I'm talking about. Now it's so disjointed because... Well, actually, no. Now it should be fine. Hoping. I'm hoping. Luckily, they've been in front of the same window for a while. Oh my god, why did you have to be there again? I can't go to sleep because obviously the intruder's still around. Okay, luckily, no monster. So now I'm gonna sleep for a little bit. Okay, good. See, now this is why it gets tricky. Because now you have to be careful with the windows. You can't really, like, in a night like this, you can't rely on the intruder sound cue as much. So I'll try and wake up this time around 1. Maybe 1:30. There we go. That's fine. Okay, honestly, the intruder out of the way. Good. It's like, the thing that makes this so tricky is that now, it's like everything is disjointed now. It's not so uniform like the other nights. So you have to, it's like it's more of a slow burn than anything. I don't know why I checked the light there. I mean, I already know the intruder's gone. All I need to worry about now is the guy that makes sound. Both guys. Don't be there again. Okay, he's not there again. Okay, guy that makes sound. Check. What about... Oh, he's in the basement. Okay. Yeah, you think I'm gonna check down there? No, sir. There we go. And again, did I really forget this window again? Okay, good. He's outside. That's what you want. You either want him... honestly, you really want him outside. That front door. Because that's pretty much the best spot he could be for windows and for corpse. If he's... because it's like the last door you can check. Whereas if you had him anywhere else, it's just too dangerous. Because, like, for example, like, the other door is literally too important to... oh, wait, he's... oh, shoot. Wait, he's moving as we speak? Oh, wait. I did not know that. Oh, I did not know that's how he worked. Oh. I underestimated him. I have... oh, they're all... what the flying hell? All the candles are on. Yeah, of course. I was not prepared for that. Uh-oh. Oh, he's already come through. Shoot. Oh! Azrael will light candles while you are sleeping. When awake, quickly put out the candles before he fully manifests. So he's timed. Okay. I did not know that. Oh my god. So he's the most dangerous. That's gonna be tough. So that means, okay, so let's focus on the rooms I need to check first now. So now windows are no longer the priority. It's all about candles. We have candles in here, so we go this room, then the kitchen, then we go here to shut off the one on the side, right? We shut this one off. We know there's a candle in here. No candle in here, so skip this room. Unless, you know, you can't skip this room. Shut this off. Down there. And then in here. I'm trying to think what's the best way to go about it. You have 3 candles alongside here. You might want to go via the back, I would say. Okay. So candles first. That's a priority. Okay, fine. I can't deal with that. Actually, no, that's fine, because that room... oh, wait. I think that might be the mechanic. Azrael is the one that does the lights. Oh, my... I forgot to check you. Oh, my God. He's still in that room. I hate that he's still in that room. So, basically, the longer I stay... oh, my God. This bum is literally in one of the rooms with the candle. So now it is about speed. Wait, where the hell are they hiding? I probably missed a room, but it's okay. Actually, wait, I should have checked down there. Wait, hold on. Let me see if he's down there. No, he's not. Oh, I hate that. So he has to be out here. Okay, well. I did check everywhere. This is making me so paranoid. Hold on, let me check. I'm checking everything one more time. Okay, I have to close my eyes a little bit for the window. Please tell me you're not there anymore. Okay, close. I have to get the candle in here. Assuming there's a candle that's lit. Nope. Okay, so we should be good for now. Oh, I was too hasty. Yeah, like how I'm opening that door. Oh, look, I have actual light. Oh, hi. Unfortunately, it's kind of wasted because I didn't really need the light. Yeah, he was taking sweet time. I wasn't gonna risk that. That's right, the intruder hasn't shown up yet. I'm over here like, wait, where's the intruder? I didn't actually react to him yet. So all I have to do now is shut the window here. Of course. Priorities were totally mixed up there, but it's okay. There we go. With everything shut. Intruder's gonna show up pretty soon. I'm gonna deal with it immediately though. Okay, so bathroom's not the best spot. We're gonna try and do this quickly now. Okay. Check for a candle here. No. Okay, we're gonna go back to sleep. Wait, did I get him? Wait, yeah, I did. I think. Shoot. My mind. 4:15. Alright, let's go. Still in the bathroom. Not the worst thing, because at least we can get all the windows and most of the candles. Let me just try and go for this. Okay, nothing in here. Check. Alright, remember, don't check the room. Oh my god. This is gonna be anxiety. I'm gonna check the wrong room.
Gotcha.
Oh, I thought he was in the bedroom. Shoot! Damn it, I confused with him being in the bedroom. Damn it. Alright, so now... Bed. Not that way. Also, I'm pretty sure I saw him at the window, so I gotta be careful again. Okay. Which means... Intruder's gotta be here. Bingo. We gotta do 15 minutes again. Okay. Please don't be there. Okay. Didn't really need to do that, but that's fine. I'm honestly gonna wing the. I'm gonna charge through. There's no way. 54 minutes. Come on, speed up. Yeah, we're good. We did it! Let's go! Nightmare Night done. Oh, that was good. That I like how you had to like change the flow with that one. It's not so uniform. Oh, what do you mean another? There is no more. Well, that's custom night. You are a fool. You cannot win. Oh. Oh, we have writing on the wall for like someone's height. Oh, I'm like, oh shit, the hunter's right there. Oh nah. Come on, I didn't do all that just for you to get caught so easily. Okay. True ending. You die anyway. Oh, and it was, yep. So this time we get hung by the our sister's spirit. Ooh, who I say is our sister. Okay. Honestly, because of how long this video took, Custom Night is gonna have to wait for next time. However, we are going to go through the extras. Obviously, achievements wise, we finally got all of this. And we got all of this. We got all the achievements. There you go. Besides that, notes will go into right after models, I think. Let's actually learn everyone and get to appreciate their models. First, we have the intruder, who actually does look like they might be a person, a very lanky fellow, if anything. I will say the models from what I was able to see are pretty nice. They're pretty unique, like monster variations. Obviously, we have this is obviously more of like what you would expect from an intruder. Wraith is the this thing. Bloody hell, trying to like avoid the eyes and everything. Or not the eyes, the flashlight. Shade is the one you have to run away from, right? This dog. I didn't know this was like a beast of some kind. Then you have Peeper. This I didn't even realize this is what was like peeping in through the windows. This is just plain creepy, obviously. Corpse. Pretty sure this is our sister, as we said. Azrael. This is honestly not at all what I expected from whatever was coming from the monitor. At least also we got to figure out why the monitor was on, or the TV was on at that time. I was like wondering, I was like, why is the TV on? I never noticed this thing getting closer when the candles were on. I thought it was something like you had to make sure all the candles were off, in a sense where it's like when you wake up, make sure all the candles are off, and then you're good. I don't know. I don't know. It seems so easy. Or at the very least, I thought I'd like don't let all of them get turned on, at the end. Then Hunter did what this little guy, Jesus. Yeah, despite how short he is, he's got a hell of a lot of power. And then poor Dr. Rudy. Now, let's look at notes. Let's see what we have here. We have 7 notes to go through. We're going to go top to bottom here. So this is the order. I think I missed the lab ID at first. Dr. Rudy Miles, beta clearance. Human genetics at Paisan, along with a code of some kind. Then we have Project Starfish. Director Oswald. We spoke a few weeks back about getting funding for Project Starfish. As requested, I conducted a wide-scale DNA test, and I've come back with astonishing results. About 5% of my sample size returned positive for the potential of gDNA. Even more amazingly, I've tested positive as well. Through additional testing, it appears that the gene is passed recessively. With more funding and testing, I'm positive we can finally make a breakthrough. So I'm guessing we also had this gDNA, but they needed a vessel who was a woman, not a male. I eagerly await your response. Dr. Miles, beta clearance, Human Genetics Division. So it's the same. Oh no, this is literally us. This is literally us. What am I on about? I'm so used to I forgot our name is Miles there. So we were conducting Project Starfish. Okay. Now Oswald responded back. Dr. Miles, I'd like to express my gratitude personally, as Project Starfish has helped us take yet another contract. However, this has pushed the deadline closer. If you cannot acquire a suitable host within 2 weeks, I will be forced to assign someone else to lead the project and move towards an alternative procedure. So that's what they meant by vessel. And the they in question is Oswald slash Paisan. Then we have a certificate, 2001 birth record, Miles Rudy Eleanor. Or Rudy Eleanor Miles, maybe. Wait, no. Eleanor Rudy Miles. Rudy's the middle name in this case, so this is wait. Eleanor, female, Silver Heights, Silver Heights. August 5th, 1983. Jessica Monroe, Rudy Miles. Oh, it's our. Wait. So this has to be our daughter then. August 7th, 1983. August 5th, 1983. I'm having trouble telling what dates are for what exactly. But I'm convinced this is our daughter. Eleanor Rudy Miles, hence the middle name there. And then we have an incident report. Incident report, clear and say Dr. Rudy, report name. At 7:32, Dr. Rudy arrives on site and enters main campus. 13 minutes later, he enters the west elevators, floor 1, goes to floor B35. Then enters the Human Genetic Division, Lab B, where an altercation between Eleanor Rudy and Dr. Rudy occurs. Oh, so wait. So it's Eleanor Rudy. Yeah, Eleanor Rudy, yeah. So it is a middle name then. Yeah. So that what does that make sense though? Dr. Rudy forcefully escorts Eleanor Rudy. Actually, wait, no. An altercation occurs. So Eleanor Rudy isn't a doctor, we know that. Dr. Elson attempts to separate the two, but is assaulted. Dr. Rudy forcefully escorts Eleanor Rudy and walks to West Elevators, floor B35. They leave the elevator on floor 1, exit the main campus. Dispatch team Delcion is formed and an armored cruiser is dispatched. Delcion makes contact with Dr. Rudy's vehicle and begins a steady pursuit. Dr. Rudy's vehicle loses control and falls off the road. Delcion attempts to reestablish contact and then find the wreckage of the vehicle, finding nothing but high traces of blood within the car interior and exterior. Search is called off by Director Oswald. Dr. Rudy is blacklisted and is to be avoided. Then we have a divorce agreement between Jessica Monroe and Rudy Miles. So Eleanor Rudy has to be our daughter. It's the only thing that makes sense in this scenario. Especially with the birth record. I'm guessing, I don't know what the 1983 is for, because you have August 5th, 1983 and August 7th. And then you have Silver Heights. The organization is a little weird. That's why I can't tell what pertains to what. But that leads to the divorce agreement and then a blueprint of our house. So this makes it seem as though the intruders that are after us are all from Paisan. So now, let's go into custom night. We're gonna leave this alone. So from what I see here, you have difficulty, right? You have difficulty here, and you have modifiers. So we'll just go through this real quick before I go back to the lab. But here you have the vault. The fuse box has been replaced by a vault door. Keep the bolts tightened to prevent the sigils from breaking. If all sigils are destroyed, you will be killed. Oh wow, it's okay. That's a big difference. Hunted. Hunter now moves even when you aren't sleeping. Oh, that's heinous. What does that even mean? Well, I know what that means, but it's like, surely he can't move into the room that you're in. But now that's just so painful. Silent. The intruder will no longer make a sound when he spawns, so you have to be extra paranoid now. You have to pretty much be like, okay, maybe every hour, you check in. Is this like something? Oh my days. So this is something. Oh, so this is how it works. And all of this before hard difficult. Okay. So then what else do we have? We have Deadly, where the Wraith and Shade will instantly kill. That is actually not the worst thing in the world. Whispers. Active phantoms will slowly cause stress. Too much stress will kill you. So now what this does is make sure that you can't leave anyone alone. I think that mainly applies to, for example, not Intruder, but like Wraith. You have to deal with Wraith, you have to deal with Shade, you have to deal with Phantom. Wait, who's Phantom? Wait, hold on. Phantom. Wait, no, never mind. This is something completely different. What the hell? What is this? Phantom. Hold on a minute. That is an enemy unique to Custom Night. Huh. So active phantoms will cause stress. So that's what this mechanic's about. Then you have Blackout, where you only have the flashlight, which honestly is probably the weakest modifier, just because I've gotten used to just using a flashlight. And then Resilient, the Wraithen's Shade will always be active. The intruder must be found twice before it is safe to sleep. Oh my god, twice. Heinous. I don't even think I mean, we'll see how far we can get, but that already makes me be like, brother. Alright, so for now, we're going to set everything to 0. Your own hell. So we're going to set this to 0 because, obviously, we're going to the lab. So now... See, here we have... Okay, so now this picture makes the most sense. I've been saying sister the whole time, obviously, because I didn't know if we had a child or not. But of course this makes sense now, because that's us, right? Dr. Rudy Miles... There's little Eleanor, and there's Jessica Monroe. 87. Okay, let's see what else we can kind of learn from Paisan here. What happens if I just search welcome? Nothing. Dr. Rudy. The document has had its clearance level increased. If you wish to access this file, reach out to your security administrator. But I can't increase my clearance. Or is this the... This isn't the lowest level. This is clearly one of the highest levels. Interesting that we can't see this clearance level. Okay, let's learn a bit more about Paisan. Paisan is a multinational research company with many facilities spreading the globe. Paisan's goal is to advance science and pave the way to a better future for all. Our facilities include Paisan Laboratories in Michigan, Paisan Research in Egypt, and Paisan Cryogenics in the United Kingdom. Clearance 10. Along with many pharmaceutical products, Paisan is also responsible for many military advancements, and is currently working on many weapon-based contracts for countries within NATO. We have a hand in robotics, vehicle manufacturing, ballistics, weaponry, and a wide variety of other specializations. Paisan also handles and catalogs a wide variety of wondrous artifacts and creatures that are considered a threat to normality. These subjects are contained throughout many of our facilities, but are commonly stored in Paisan containment for long-term storage and testing. If you wish to gain additional information on a specific artifact, contact your security administrator. So they're it is kind of like a SCP adjacent, where they kind of have control over these I guess like entities that are after us. So I'm guessing the entities that are attacking us were in fact sent by Paisan for sure. Clearance level 8. Additionally, Paisan has several facilities off the record, hidden from the public eye to keep safe from espionage and to ensure that the public is not harmed if a site would become critical. The rest of these facilities are on a need-to-know basis. And you can see like the map here where they have them all spread out. You even have some in the ocean, in Antarctica, Australia, pretty much spread out all across the globe. Interesting. Let's look up... Let's see. Paisan Laboratories. Is that... Let's see. A multi-leveled complex in Silver Heights, Michigan. The birth report is in Silver Heights, Michigan as well. Interesting. The primary goal of the facility is developing and researching medical products and applications. This facility has a large medical wing and many geneticists working within. This is our oldest facility and used to be our main headquarters. For clearance level 9. You think a vault can hold me? What the hell? Bruh, the thing they have something that goes after you in the bloody vault. I can't even lure hunt in peace. Yeah. Oh my, it has to be... Why would they say that? You think a vault can hold me? But there's nothing in the vat. Brother, to think that there's actually something in here is crazy. Okay, let me try and do that again. Okay, before I was interrupted. Medical advancements. The facility also contains a massive subterranean complex built within a rock quarry. Features an experimental star core that keeps the facility powered. Then in clearance 8, within the subterranean complex, we have a prison wing for genetic experiments. This prison is where we keep disposables fit and healthy before they are taken to be tested. If an experiment requires a disposable, please contact your security administrator. Starcore. Man-made star built in Paizo laboratories to power the facility. Created using the nebulous eye rather than being built. What the hell? Nebulous eye. The nebulous eye appears to be a golden amulet with a strange design on the front, appearing as some kind of bird with a polished round crystal in the center. When the user recites the words, the eye will begin to glow and hum with power, forming a ball of energy. The ball of energy is unstable and dissipates unless maintained. So, what the hell? Apart from being able to create massive balls of energy, the artifact seems benign and is stored in Paizo containment until greenlit by the board. Oh, who's the board? Those in charge who vote on rulings used in Paizo, operated by the founder, the directors and heads of the facility. I can't even access the founder. Clearance level 7. A flat complex in Egypt. Our archaeologists are attempting to find clues and relics to piece together long-forgotten ancient societies. The facility was constructed when a strike team uncovered an ancient city. After attempting to recover an ancient relic, Paizo constructed a top facade building and built a larger complex in the ancient subterranean city. So this is how they got the nebulous eye. And then, if we go to Paizo again, Paizo Cryogenics. An open medical facility in the United Kingdom used for those who are suffering from terminal afflictions that Paizo is looking for solutions to. So they keep them in cryostasis. Privately, the real goal of this facility is to observe long-term effects of cryostasis and monitor life signals. Has been operational for several decades, housed 3,000 non-employees and 4,000 Paizo employees. Project Kickstart will observe the effects of long-term cryostasis by thawing subjects out starting 2040. And then it was never officially built by Paizo, stumbled upon by a group of teenagers wandering a cave network. Almost like maybe it was something from an alternate timeline or universe. Like, what the hell? Oh, or an anomaly. Okay, we're gonna do one more, visit to the lab. And then we're gonna leave it there. Try to see, I can't really access anything else. It seems like because we have information on the intruder, it would suggest that we know the very anomalies that are trying to kill us. Now, we go back to Paizo containment, because there was something about Project Kickstart. Wait. Paizo containment is located in Arizona, not marked on your map, to prevent espionage. That's not what I was trying to look for. Paizo Cryogenics. I think it was called, Project Kickstart, right? A fallback plan if society were to be eradicated. Rather than lose all advancements in technology, the goal is to keep Paizo's brightest minds. Okay, so that kind of basically trying to protect the cream of the crop of human society, I guess. To make sure that we don't pretty much start from, step 1. Project Kickstart was a file found in the database of Paizo Cryogenics, which led many to believe it was the original purpose of the facility. How the facility has been able to survive what appears to be many alternate histories has yet to be uncovered. Now, I'm curious about what's gDNA. I'm guessing this is Rudy discovered that around 5% of the population has a mutation that causes some of their DNA to become a quad helix. Its unique link to Project Starfish, I tried to even search up Project Starfish, has given researchers the ability to test and experiment, and without a doubt, quad helix DNA could be synthesized into gDNA. This would allow for self-replication with just a little genetic splicing. Those with this gene could become unkillable as their body would be constantly repairing itself from damage. That's why they wanted it. Eternal life, or an eternal, well, close to it. And now Project Starfish. This project started early in Paizo's founding and has been in active development for nearly 4 decades. The goal of the project is to create a drug that allows those who have lost limbs and parts of their body to regrow based off remnant DNA information. Remnant? Oh, never mind. Oh, I really thought Delcion was going to provide something, but never mind. Director Oswald. Here we go. it was an S, not a Z. The director of Paisan Laboratories in Michigan, Oswald, is 56 years old and has always dreamed of making the world better. He often goes on hikes and loves camping with family and friends. If you see him at the facility, don't forget to wave and smile. A friendly greeting goes a long way. Obviously, we saw Dr. Rudy. Now, I wonder if there's a way to increase your clearance level. I mean, it's weird because it says I have clearance level 8. Is there more? I mean, it doesn't look like there's more, at least based off this. Security Administrator. Imagine. Security. No. Yeah, it is odd that there's no more levels after this. I don't know if there is meant to be one. Yeah, so you can tell, like, some things do bring up like a report. Other things don't actually exist, like this. If it's something like this, then you're probably not going to find it. But if it's like Dr. Rudy, then that's when you actually see it. I don't think we can see Dr. Elson, though, that they showed. Yeah, no. Can I find information on them? Hunter. Oh, you can. What the hell? Okay, so Hunter Jones, human male, 6'1", 160 pounds, Caucasian, convicted criminal, charged with several assaults and 3 confirmed kills, was placed on death row before being taken by Paisan as a disposable. That's right, that's the other thing. A disposable is a criminal who has been placed in a position where they cannot return to society. Many countries within NATO have agreed to provide subjects for testing on the condition that they receive research as compensation. These disposables are considered legal property of Paisan. They're primarily used in experiments or missions where the likelihood of survival is not high. If your experiment requires a disposable, please contact your security administrator. What if I search up phantoms? Or phantom? Nothing. Alright, so I took a picture of the names of the anomalies, the disposables. This is pretty much going to be the last thing I check, and then we're going to end it there, pretty much. Next time will definitely be custom night, as well as, you know, concluding thoughts on the game itself. So, we already searched up Hunter. What about... Intruder doesn't really get anything, so I'm not expecting a lot of these to get anything either. Let's see, Shade, Peeper, no. Corpse, yeah, didn't expect that. Azrael, no. And then Hunter's the only one because it's an actual name. But of course, that's going to be it for this part of Restless Nights. We went through quite a journey to get back to Nightmare, get the additional ending. I'm not sure how much you're going to be seeing because I'm guessing the majority of the video is going to be Nightmare, the lab, like reading the notes and looking at models. There's probably going to be some stuff of me like talking throughout like the process of getting back to Nightmare, basically. So it might be a bit of a longer video, I guess. Hell, I don't even know how long the first video is because I'm recording a lot of stuff in advance because it honestly helps with like my workflow and whatnot. So I don't know how long these videos are going to end up being. But overall, that was great, honestly. Nightmare proved to be a pretty unique challenge because it actually has like the mechanics kind of like stagnated, where it's like you would go to sleep, you have to wake up to deal with windows even if the intruder didn't make a sound yet. And I think that overall makes it a lot more challenging because you're not like dealing with everything in a fell swoop. But I'll give more thoughts on that, obviously, next time. But of course, with all that said, I hope you did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, comment, let me know what you enjoyed from the video and what you want to see from me. The game will be in the description below as always, and with that said, I'll see you in another video. Take care.